Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Franco here with Trading Futures Live. In this video, I will show you my trades from today, June 8th. Let's jump right in. All right, let's go here, June 8th. I had two break-evens. I think these break-evens happened during the live stream. And then in the afternoon, and I will talk about this trade more later in this video. So all right, my first trade, I spot this area, right? My bias in the morning was long, right? And I do had a setup to the long side with that I missed, but then the internals started to change a little bit, right? So there's a good comment to make here is that I have this area, right, that was below another area. So I had like a very wide area or a zone on top of a zone, right? But I do break the risk because since I do trade either tradable reactions or a pullback continuation. If we talk about a pullback continuation, then it's a trade that I can relax a little bit more. But on the tradable reaction, I need to be very aggressive, either taking profit or moving my stop, right? Protecting my account. So I ended up taking this short here, right? And then it moved 2 to 1. My target was 3 to 1. I ended up just taking break even. It was a bit painful, but I'm working on more on my resiliency and trying to get better trades so I can you know, like aim for more R's per trade. Remember, I can make a week in one trade, but in this case I was stopped at break even. Why I was so aggressive? I was aggressive moving my stop, but I was almost 3 to 1. I mean, I had the ADQD not working in my favor. Like remember guys, my bias in the morning was long, and I happened to be missing a trade right before I took this trade. I missed the long, so I was like, okay, damn, now I missed the long. Now I want to take a short, but the setup was there. I needed to take it. But what made me more confident is that the ADQD was against me, so it's fine to take a tradable reaction with the ADQD against you, but you need to be aware of, number one, the risk that you're taking, and number two, that is just simply a lower probability trade, right? If you want to increase your probability, you got to have everything on your side. For me, it's ADD coherent, trend on the TQ, price action, trend. There's a bunch of things that I look at, right? Here I do see the TQ making lower highs, but then when it came 2 to 1, this is 2 to 1 for me, right? When it came for 2 to 1, it didn't make a new low here, right? That's why I was okay being stopped out, because I sort of felt like, all right, this might not work. That's it. Like I cannot force the market to do whatever I want it to do. I just need to play the law of large numbers, right? For me to make money. So it just was one trade. It happened to be a break even. I need to accept that. There's no other choice, right? All right. So I started to track this. How far inside the zone went the price, because I want to see how good are my zones, right? Because if the majority of them happen to be uh, like what I want to know here is how much inside the zone was the price when I traded, right? Because I think I can cut my risk even more. but that's another topic for another video. I just started to tracking, and when I have more data, I will know if I can actually try to risk more money and get more R. So for now, let's jump to the second trade. Another break even. In this one, I was even more aggressive, right? Being more aggressive in this case, it has its justifications because I don't do anything that is outside my plan, and when I do it, I just try to amend my mistake, trying to either pointing it out in this video or taking notes for myself so I can improve, right? So here I do spot this other area, right? This is my previous stopped out break even, right? It went to a higher zone, a one that I had here, and then it started to drop. When it started to drop, it created this zone, right? So I got in here. It moved so fast, 1-to-1, and I'll show you guys why I moved my stop break even so fast, right? Even though it was one candle, I felt like, all right, this time it's already 1-to-1. Regardless, the rule is the rule, right? So here again, I see the ADQD against me. I still have the TQ not making new highs, right? But I do have making it higher lows, right? So at the end of the day, it was my interpretation, right? It was not an easy day today. In the afternoon, it was a little bit more easy. It was easier a little bit. We had more opportunities, but yeah, in the morning it was very sideways day. And my third trade was another short, right? When I came from lunch and I see all this big drop, right? And I tell myself, all right, I'm gonna look for an area that it can give me a nice pullback and a setup called pullback continuation, right? So I am sitting here 1:30 watching this thing moving, right? And waiting for the setup to show up in the chart. So I'll show you. All right, so I did not take it here. It was very painful because I did have the zone. I did have the red line. I did have everything aligned, but here, right, you can see how here the ADQD started to create a high, a higher low, and a higher high, right? I'm just watching this. Remember, this is not printed yet. So I'm watching this and I say, all right, so I needed probably to come here and start to go sideways so I can be more, like my trade can be more probable, right? But the main reason why I did not take that short was because the tick chart created a high and created a higher high by the time of the fill. So that is said, like here was the higher high on the tick. I say, all right, now this might not work. This might not work. It's gonna just violate the zone. So I'm gonna just forget about it. And then when I came back to see it, where is the picture? All right, when I came back to see it, the thing went down sharply, right? More than 3-to-1. I was literally very, very, very disappointed, right? But there's a second visit on the trade, right? And you guys can notice that I let the price go deep inside the zone, right? And then this time I happened to see what I wanted to see, which is the ADQD was like kind of like sideways. I had a red candle, right? Still very negative. It's not created a high above this thing, right? And when it went inside the zone, you guys can notice how the tick chart was not creating new highs, right? So when I see this candle here not going above this and printing a red candle, I activated the order, and that is a stop limit order to short, right here. And then I get into the trade. It moved something like 2.8 to 1, so close to my 3 to 1, right? But I did have some demand right here and this is this was around 610, right? 610. So I tell myself, all right, I'm gonna go for the 3 to 1, right? And this is not very usual for me, but I had two break-evens. Yesterday it was break-even, and Monday I had break-evens. So I'm always making money in the trades, right? I think 2 to 1 is fairly a good amount for me in the afternoon. I remember this is 3:40 in the afternoon. Market is about to close. We are so close to the 350 candle. If you haven't noticed that, 350 is a time where the market gets a lot of volatility, a lot of algo trading gets triggered somehow. It's a thing that I've been noticing for the last 2 years. It's not something new, right? So there's a lot of volatility coming in 10 minutes, and I tell, all right, I have this demand. I'm not willing to take it long, but I know it is there, right? So this can flip my my position around. So my thought process was, all right, I'm gonna let it come to this demand, and after and only after it touches the demand, I'm gonna bring my stop for a 2 to 1. Period. I'm gonna lock in 2 to 1. I'm fine with the 2 to 1, and if it doesn't retrace back to 2 to 1, I get my 3 to 1. But like always, it went up, stopped me out, and then it went to my target. But I'm happy with the 2 to 1. This is a thing that I need to get better at. Just try to assess when the price might continue or not. I do some sort of analysis, but I don't have any. I do some sort of analysis here with the internals, but I do not have management rules for the trade because I have demonstrated that I'm not very good at it. I just do better when I just plan and execute. I don't touch it in the meantime, right? While it's either working or not working, I just let the stop and the target play its role, right? So it's 100% for the week. It's just really one winner. I have taken, let's see how many trades have I take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 trades, 5 break-evens. That just evidence that I could have made at least 1 to 1 on each of these trades, but I'm fine because I want to get better in hitting larger targets, right? So that's my main focus right now. So with that, I will conclude this video, and I'll see you all guys tomorrow 9:20. Thank you for being fans. Later now.